What's up everybody, my name's Chance, and today we're going to be diving into a Feasting Companions deck. Now, just as the name implies, we're playing as many companions as I could manage to mash into a deck that will viably work together. So, we have Kihira, we have Umori, we have Karuga, we have Obosh, we have Yorion, we have Garuda, and I believe that's it. Alright, 5, 6 companions, something like that, all working together to make the perfect companionship, or to make a perfect feast, if you will. Because not only are we focusing on companions in this deck, we're focusing on food. Now we do have Yasharn, so be a little careful when you're playing your Yasharn and your food in combination with one another, right? Obviously Yasharn makes it where you can't sacrifice your food for life and blah 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 blah. So if you want to take that little bit out, feel free. But Yasharn does work really well with the Kira, just in general as being a big creature and, you know, allowing you to ramp up into the rest of your companions. So starting us out down here in the bottom end, we have 3 copies of Blood Chief, 2 copies of Heartless, and 2 copies of Glass Casket, all for some seriously good removal. 4 copies of Goose because we are playing into the food. It also helps us ramp. Witch's Oven helps us sacrifice your creatures and get something back off of it. And of course, Trail of Trumps, we're going to be able to sacrifice food, pay 1 mana, and then look at the top 2 cards of our library and reveal a permanent and put it into our hand. Really, really good when you're dealing with an 80 card deck, right? Skyclave for some more removal. Elspeth's Nightmare acts as removal, reveals our opponent's hand, and exiles their graveyard, so a super good one-off. Honestly, if you're a player that enjoys Elspeth's Nightmare, it plays well with the Yorion. I'm not going to complain about any of that. You can take out a Murderous and add in the Elspeth's Nightmare. I've been finding a lot of Planeswalker control decks here recently, so I'm really enjoying the Murderous Rider, but, you know, to each their own. Murderous Rider, more removal, another creature. Llanowar helps you ramp up, draw a card, and it's really good for the Yorion to sort of re-enter this card, right? Kazandu is going to help you get to your Great Hinge over here. Also, it's just another good body that can also come down as a land. Kihira we've talked about. Agadeem's Awakening going to allow you to bring back a massive hole of creatures all in one go, so that's nice. You know what I just now realized, and I should change this before we export the deck. I put Legion Angel in the deck, right? And you're like, oh, that's good. Chance Legion Angel makes a lot of sense with the Yorion and all the other companions and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, but it doesn't matter if you can't actually get a benefit. So Legion Angel can allow you to grab these Legion Angels out of your sideboard. And of course, Yorion making it re-enter allows you to grab more Angels. So it all works out well. It's also a 4/3 flyer. It's hard to knock that. 2 copies of Shadow of the Sky for some board wipeage. Now, if that's not enough for you, you know, Extinction Event's really good. Shadow's Verdict, really good. You're not in the right color for Storm's Wrath. The big giant, Realm Cloak Giant, right? Pretty good. Anyways, Hogger Mauling, more removal. Also lands. We got Wicked Wolf to help us play into the food stuff. Wicked Wolf can get huge. It also has the ability to gain Indestructible, so it's really hard to remove this card that can potentially end up dealing with the opponent all on its own. Umori, when it comes down, you're going to name creatures, because obviously you have a ton of creatures. This is going to make all your other companions cost less, and it's a 4 mana for a 4/5, so it's not even bad in and of itself. Yasharn, we talked about. Yorion, you're going to be, of course, re-entering, you know, the Karuga, your Trail of Crumbs, your Geese, your Wolves, your whatever, right? Obosh going to allow all your odd creatures to deal double damage, which is your Karuga, your Yorion, your Obosh itself, your Kihira, your Kazandu, your Llanowar, right? All this crazy stuff. Karuga is going to allow you to draw a card for all of the permanents from this point to the right, which is actually a ton. And of course, if you play down Karuga, you draw all those cards, then you play Yorion and have Karuga re-enter, you're going to draw all those cards +1 because now Yorion is down as well. And then last but not least, over here in the right drop slot, we have Feasting Troll King to help us play along with the food as well. We have Garuda to help us draw out, you know, our Yasharns, our Umoris, Wicked Wolves, or even another Garuda, I guess, for whatever reason. We have Amiria's Call to give our creatures indestructible and create some awesome angels. Eerie Ultimatum, because we are playing a lot of uniques in this deck. We have a lot of our cards spread out, so something like Eerie, where we're grabbing different names of cards from the graveyard, is really good. And of course, last but not least, we have the Great Hinge, which is going to gain us 2 life, gain us 2 mana, and allow us to draw cards off of all of our creatures. Now, we do have some fairly big creatures for the most part. You know, we have Yasharn, Karuga, all this kind of stuff, and we have those creatures that build up as well, being the Wicked Wolves. Anyways, this was a very fun deck, and for us to be playing 6 companions, they all felt good. The mana felt great, because we're only playing Abzan. We're not playing 5 colors, 6 companions. We managed to shrink it down to where we could get all the companions out for only these 3 mana colors or costs, so to speak, right? Anyways, it was a super fun deck. I don't know why nobody's tried a companion mashup before, to this degree, I should say. Anyways, if you're enjoying the content, or if you do enjoy the content, please be sure to leave a like down below, comment in the comment section, subscribe if you're new here and you want to see more awesome decks like this, because again, this is the only YouTube channel on the entire place where you can get this kind of magic. Everyone else is playing those snoozing, boring, top decking, net decking, mythic decks, right? So the only place to find actual real fun magic is right here in the hospitals. Be sure you hit that subscribe button, be sure you hit that bell icon, and without further ado, let's hop into some magic. Makura Kuma Ningen? We'll just call you Makura or Kuma. Anyways, where's my cards? Hello. There we go. A couple of gilded geese and an angel, as well as a glass casket. I think we keep. Question is, do we go for the Temple of Milady first so we can use the branch loft pathway as some white mana and get us closer to that Legion Angel / glass casket? Nah, I'd say we rush the goose. We can always grab white mana with a Fabled. And we drew into a Yorion. Opponent's playing Jund. Probably Jund food or Jund sacrifice with the big old dragon guy. Another goose. Wicked Wolf is fine if we're gonna have all this food, right? I can play that down on the next turn and have it fight something. Let's see. Trail of Trumps. Okay, so it is a Jund sacrifice deck. No surprise there. They'll probably tap the goose, look for a permanent here. Maybe on our turn. It does require both of our geese to tap. If I just use glass casket, it only costs us 1. I can still play the other goose. Oh, whatever. So tap goose, they'll do that. My plan here is on the next turn we can play down goose and we'll have the mana from the Fable Passage, so might be able to get to our Legion Angel. Oh no, if I have to play goose I won't. But we could go glass casket goose on our next turn and then from there go into our Legion Angel, right? Anyways, opponent got a Croxa out. Might be looking to make us discard here. If we do have to discard, I think I'm going to discard the Yorion. This will grab some white mana. Okay, question is, do they have another one? I guess that's the... Okay, that's the real question, huh? Corvold in the graveyard for our opponent. And we got a Bright Climb pathway. I could throw this down for white mana and just get down Legion Angel, or again, I could just stick to my roots, go for the Glass Casket, take the Mire Triton. I think I am going to play this down as white mana, but I think I am going to go for the Glass Casket as well. This gives us another food for the wolf to stay indestructible, right? Another Croaks is unfortunate. They're going to make us discard our Legion Angel. Fabled Passage. I don't want to move Yorion over until we can actually cast it down, right? Alright, so we can create some food here with the geese. They're going diving. Wow. Land. We're gonna go ahead and grab some black mana here because we have double green, double white. All we need is double black. What could they have in red, green, sacrifice? Just a little curious, but we're gonna create our food here. Pass it back to my turn. Visionary, hey, that's pretty good. Gets us a little card draw, a little ramp action. Umori. Yeah, let's play the Umori down too. Still leaves us with one food for the wolf. Makes everything else cost a little less. Creature, done. Just like that, baby, just like that. Alright, so we have 6-7 mana available to us, which means we could bring Yorion over and then have it enter the battlefield, which would allow us to bounce the Wicked Wolf, the Llanowar. Bouncing Umori doesn't do anything. We could also bounce the goose, the geese, I guess, and get tons of food. Croxa, again, not a big deal. We don't have anything on hand, so can't make us discard what we don't have. We will take 3 damage, but yeah, it's not really a big deal in the grand scheme of things, right? Why didn't they use their Witch's Oven there? Probably an oops kind of moment, right? Claim. Okay. Of all the things you could have claimed, why not the Llanowar Visionary? Whatever. They're saying GG, we'll say GG. I don't know if that's because they're like done, whatever, kaput. Yeah. Alright. Well, Makura Kuma something something. Thanks for the game, and you know, happy to be picking up a game 1 victory. Steel. I feel like we've played you before. So I made some joke about, oh, I hope you don't steal my deck, blah blah blah. But it's steel, like, you know, hard steel. Anyways, we're gonna take a mulligan here. I don't really like that hand too much. This is a little bit better. I still wouldn't call it a top quality nonsense, but you know, I think we can make it work. We are gonna play down this as some white mana. If come this next turn we still don't draw any land, I might have to throw down Kazandu as a land so we can be sure to hit the Skyclave, Kihira, that kind of madness, right? Of course, if we can get to the Umori, it makes everything else cost a little bit less, makes things go a little bit smoother. Ooh, Temple of Plenty. That allows us to play this down on this turn, and then next turn decide if we want the Kazandu or the Skyclave. I don't want Murderers. We're nowhere near that kind of mana appropriation quite yet. All right, is that correct use of that word, appropriation? I don't know. I hear words and I use them, and opponent's playing Jeskai Yorion. They got some control stuff, maybe some counter magic. I wouldn't put it past them. Now, are we going double white or double green? Oh, well, we already have double white, don't we? Because the temple, right? So, obviously, we're going double green. Let's try and get down Kazandu. See what does Kazandu do. Haha, JK, Essence Scatter. That's a fun one. I like when the opponent plans to not allow me to have any fun. Alright, feasting, you go over here. The birth. Hey, I'm not allowed to be showing any live births on my stream. If you could please retract that card, that'd be great. I don't care if it's Melidus or not. We are going to pay 3 life, because I believe in Umori being able to hit the field. Come on. You don't want that counter magic. You don't want it. Nope. You want to let this card hit the board. Trust me. Spicy stuff will follow. Thank you. Thank you ever so kindly. Now, interesting. We're at a weird spot with Kahira and the Skyclave, right? Because we can either play one or the other. We could also play down our own Yorion, or if we hit a land, we could hit that Feasting Glass Casket. But that doesn't... Nice. Giant Killer, come on. First card doesn't work, you're just going to sink 5 mana into destroying my Omori? That's not right, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to tell you that right now. That is not correct. So we put this down as green mana to help us get closer to the Feasting. I mean, I could use Skyclave to take out their 0/4 wall, or to take out Glass Casket, or to take out the Birth. Yorion doesn't really bounce us for anything. If I put this down, it's a good swinger next turn. Let's go ahead and use the Skyclave, though. Just take out... Oh, right, it's a token! You can't! Take the Mazemon. Take the Mazemon! This will at least stop them from gaining 4 life. Essentially, 4 life, 2 life, nothing. Right? So might as well stop them from gaining the most life possible. Alright, so 1 additional land. Oh, no, it has to be, right, it has to be green mana. Alright, they're going to get their Yorion over. Not a big deal. Probably going to go for that Glass Casket bounce if I had to guess about it. Forget about it. Now, could Yorion, Skyclave take their Glass Casket? Oh, they are going to get a little creature back, a little 2/2 creature back, but yeah, I beat you to the punch. And that 2/2 can't swing through our Yorion, so it's fine, it's whatever. Come on back, Skyclave. We got some more work to do. Take their Glass Casket. We don't need their Yorion coming down and using that Glass Casket on us, right? So, additional green mana would be nice. Additional mana of any kind, really, I'd be happy with. Oh, I shouldn't say that, actually. We're going to draw a swamp, just a plain swamp. And I'm like, well, I said it, didn't I? I'm the one that brought it upon us. Alright, so they shouldn't play their Yorion here. It doesn't do anything for them. If anything, play Giant Killer, keep up some of that counter magic. We'll see. We shall see. Green mana, of course, lets us get our Feasting Troll King down, which is always good fun. We still got plenty of cards left. I don't even know what I'm worried about. Opponent's playing more than an 80 card deck as well. They're playing quite a few more cards. So they have 80 just within their graveyard, exile, and library, and then 4 in hand. Makes 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93. Opponent's playing a 93 card deck. That's intense. That is intense. All right, let's see if Kahira can make it to the board. Part of me says no way, Jose, but wow. All right, you got to take out the 2/2 because that thing can actually take out Kahira. And then yeah, we just try to get in with our Yorion, right? I don't think Skyclave. You just hold your horses, okay? Hold thy horses. Giant Killer, another one. More birthing action. You gonna play the Yorion just because you can? No, they're gonna draw a card. Giant Killer. And they still got something up their sleeve. Still got something up their sleeve. I should have played that down as our other black mana, so we would have double black. I doth apologize. Let's attack. So something will get blocked by the wall. The other damage will go through. Another wall. It's not even really Jeskai Yorion. It's just Azorius, and they decided to put in the Triome. Maybe for cycling. I do see a lot of people doing that nowadays because they're like, well, what if I don't need the land? Then I could cycle it. That's a fair point. It's a fair point. Alright, Yasharn. Can you land? They have 1 mana available. I don't think they can counter your Sharn with 1 mana, right? Bam. On our next turn, we can play down the forest, get down the Feasting Troll Kings, of course. No reason for us to attack here. We could also play down Yorion, have it bounce the Skyclave and the Yasharn. Skyclave can't take Shark Typhoon, though. That's the biggest, right? Shatter. Shatter in the skies, shatter in my heart. I get a 2/2 back from it. And is that going to be it? Yeah, looks likely. Looks like it. Alright, feasting. If it can land, that'll give us 3 food. Which we do have, you know, Wicked Wolves. I think we have Trail Crumbs somewhere in this 80 card pile. But, you know, 3 copies. We're looking for it in 61 cards, so. But still, Feasting Troll King is 7/6 with Vigilance Trample. Not too shabby. Also gives us the ability to potentially gain 9 life, so. Well, ECD action. Yeah, why not? You've had the answers so far. Why not continue to have them? Now, that 5/5 Shark is probably the biggest concern, actually. We don't really give a shit about the ECD because we have another Feasting Troll King in hand. But that 5/5 in the sky, our Yorion's not quite big enough to deal with, right? Trail of Crumbs. Hey. That's a usable. That's playable. And the opponent doesn't counter it? What? That's actually kind of crazy. I like my food to be uniform, so we're going to take out this odd one here. Another Trail of Crumbs or a Goose. I like the idea of another Trail of Crumbs. Let's build it. I hear if you build it, they will come, so let's test that theory. Now, we could potentially sacrifice the food here. I don't want to because we won't be able to activate the Trail of Crumbs. But I think we're in a pretty good position to start drawing out the rest of our deck. We still have access to 58 more cards. This game is so far from over, it's not even funny. Opponent still got 67 cards. Of course, they are dealing, 8 damage to us here, putting us down to 9. So maybe it's a little closer to over than what I'm actually giving credit for. We might have to eat a food here just to stay healthy, just to stay alive. Staying alive, staying alive. Ooh, okay. It's not good. 7/7 Shark, 2/4/4 Angels, and all their creatures indestructibly. Do this, just gain some life, I guess. What are we looking for? Some massive removal, right? Yeah! More land, man, more land. It's almost like massive removal if you don't really think about it. Okay, I mean, can't really use the land anyway, so sure. I'll take a Great Hinge. Karuga. Karuga's not gonna keep us alive neither. At this point, we're really just diving to see what we can find. I told you, the game might be a little more closer to over than what I originally gave credit for. Eerie Ultimatum wouldn't even do us justice at this point. Alright. Okay. GG. Azorius Yorion. We get to go first, and we have a good lay of lands and a good lay of cards. That's, I guess, just good all around, right? So, lead out with the Goose, a little loosey-goosey. Probably follow it up with the Trail of Crumbs, because that just makes good sense. You know the worst thing about the pathways is you always find yourself after the fact. Hello. You always find yourself after the fact wishing that you had chose the other thing, right? You're like, yep, should have went white when I went green, should have went black when I went white, should have went, blah 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 blah. So they're gonna take our wolf here. That's a pretty easy decision. Not what? What are you doing? You see a wolf that's about to get played and you say no? They must be a rogue player. That's the answer. The only player to do something of that nature would be a rogue player. Let's go for the Umori. They've already seen all our other cards. Let's show them the one card that they haven't seen. Nah, it helps with the wolf, you know. Well, Elspeth's Nightmare to take out our Luce Goose. That's fun. I didn't really want the goose anyways. It was all for the looks. It was all a sham. So they're gonna take our Elspeth's Nightmare now. I guess we could have played our Elspeth's Nightmare instead of the wolf, and then we could have got a gander into their hand. Gander at their hander. I gotta say, I do enjoy drawing nothing but lands. Umori, doing work, you know, doing justice. We don't really mind too much about our graveyard, right? I mean, minus the Eerie Ultimatum, which we're not necessarily close to. We're not necessarily far from, right? We have 6 lands, but it would require us to draw the Ultimatum plus an additional land, and seeing as how we have 1 out of the 67 cards remaining. Garuda! Hello! Hell yeah, I'm gonna play Garuda. It's a 6/6, we get to dive down. What? We didn't even find anything. They're like, nah, I'm good, that's Garuda, fuck it. Just keep everybody on something fresh. Now, granted, people would go back and just change one card, change one card, change one card, and keep playing the same shit and get easy daily wins, I guess. There is no real good way to avert what happens. You know, everybody has their own fun, I guess. If you're sitting there and you're up against, you know, a couple of counter magic Andes for your whole day, that's just bad luck, you know? It's just unfortunate that your amount of enjoyment within a game of Magic, within your play session of Magic, wholeheartedly comes down to essentially what the opponent is playing, right? How serious does the opponent take the game? Because if they're taking it super serious, you know, and you're not taking it super serious, you're not going to have a fun time. If you're taking it super serious and they're not taking it super serious, you're not going to have a fun time either, right? Because you're going to be like, oh, I'm trying to do this turn 7 combo, and the opponent scoops out on turn 2 every time. You're just going to be like, oh, okay, well, why even? So we could go for the Kazandu here. Opponent's like, you're really grinding my gears today. They're playing Gruul Adventures. Gruul Adventures. Imagine that. The deck that very easily could be considered best in the world as far as efficiency and, you know, blah 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 blah. Here they are, racking up their daily wins. Oh. You know what I would actually like to do, and it's something that is wholeheartedly on me to do. I would like to set up a network or a group, right? For all of us that don't want to do this, you know, to play Magic. Like I couldn't care less about the daily wins at the gold and the whatever. Like keep your fucking gold, Magic. I don't care. What I really want is a good, fun play experience, you know? Let's create a little group where there's not meta, you know? You don't bring your Gruul Adventures. If I see a deck that's in the top 5, we boot it. God, this is so annoying. Should I bend over backwards, or like how do you want me to take it today? So what is this? 3 CMC or greater, so Kazandu will help add to that. Well, I say we play the two mana Kazandu, like with such great value. We could go ahead and move Yorion over as well. Oh. Or just use Heartless Act and destroy stuff. Let's move Yorion over. Fuck it. We didn't come to be the boring ones. What I really would like to do here is play Karuga, get the card draw off that, play the Yorion, bounce the Karuga, right? Because then we get more card draw. Scorching, hey, that's a fun card. That's a fun 2-mana instant speed card. You have the Embercleave to follow it, because that would be the cherry on top of the pie. No, wow. Not gonna lie, I'm a little shocked. All right, well, I still want the good Karuga Madness, and for some reason, just drawing one card with Karuga isn't enough for me. So we're gonna go for this play. We're gonna keep everything back. I am gonna use Heartless Act. Don't you worry your little noggins. It's gonna happen. Look at this. They're like, oh, fear my Brushfire. I hit the Fable. It's going down. Oh, you know what? No. Wait. Whoa. I don't want to remove the counters. You absolutely want to destroy the Brushfire here. Imagine this horrific world where they have a Great Hinge and all they were waiting on is to build that Brushfire up big enough, right? You're going to be like, oh, God, no. I just gave them a Great Hinge. And obviously they have 2 cards that they haven't been playing, so, you know, it's all about that timing. Anyways, Karuga draws, what, 3 cards? Or does it count 1 for itself? Each other permanent. Okay, so just 2. That's fine. And a Yasharn? Yasharnian? Why does that make me think of Narnia? Yasharnian? I mean, it sounds kind of like an actual name of people, right? No, I'm a Yasharnian. We come from the southwestern hemisphere or something. I don't know. We're gonna swing all in here. Oh, or not. No, we are. But you see what I mean? Kahira boost up the Karuga, boost up the Yasharn. They're gonna be blocking with the Ember's Shieldbreaker. That's fine. We're getting in the damage. We still got 2 solid body defenders. Granted, they lose vigilance. Whatever. I do what I want. We're gonna play the Yorion down next turn. Draw some cards. Ah, Udabei. What's the matter? Your top tier neck decking trash ass couldn't beat us. Unoriginal. And you got the Demir guy chilling there. I have a feeling we're not gonna like this game too much. That's alright. Unoriginal. You can be as unoriginal as you want to be. It's your life. You choose the path. If you want to be a copy pasta square, you be a copy pasta square. We're going to go immediately for the Trail of Crumbs. No attacks, what? This way we can tap the Goose, look for permanents, essentially go ahead and get our card draw on ASAP. Land. I would love to have the Wicked Wolf, but we need the land. Double white gives us Shatter, double green gives us potential Great Hinge, so I'm sure y'all can all imagine what I'm going to be doing. Alright. We got the Glass Casket in case the opponent plays anything. There are Azorius, and it's a Heliod. Can we take that or no? Because it's target creature, and that's not technically a creature yet. Right? Right. Land War Visionary. I guess we could have tapped a Goose there. The ultimatum. The ultimate ultimatum. Alright, so we're technically at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. That's a little crazy, because that means if we can hit one more, like, we should theoretically have Eerie Ultimatum, right? We'd have to hit black mana, right? And obviously, Eerie Ultimatum doesn't do anything for us. Yet. You know? Yet. Big little proponent there. Ooh, we could either go Great Hinge or go for the Glass Casket. Let's go for the Glass Casket. Great Hinge cost us everything. Glass Casket does not. Go ahead and move Yorion over as well. And again, I could tap this food and draw some permanents here. I was trying to wait until we had some actual available mana though. Archon of Sun's Grace. Okay, so we can expect some enchantments coming down from the foe probably soon. We're going to take that 3. Okay, so we could Blood Chief's Thirst that Archon. Could also just shatter this guy, but that gets rid of all of our additional mana built up as well. Alright, this is going to be a little lengthy here. Second of the Yorion, we already have the Great Henge, so... That will make Heliod re-enter. I don't think I want that. You re-enter, you re-enter, you re-enter. Well. Yeah. Alrighty. Lots of food, drawing cards. It's a decent little play. We got 6 food built up, which is, of course, 12 draws with Trail of Crumbs. That's insane. Thassa going to be bouncing Arcanist Owl? Unless they have another enchantment creature. I can't think of... It should be bouncing the Arcanist Owl, right? Yeah. This is like a classic Azorius deck. Like, this person hasn't updated it since Theros. It's cool, though. It's cool. I like it. I like what I'm seeing here. Yeah, I mean, I think we should go for the Great Henge. You know, it just sort of makes good sense to me. I don't really want more land. I think I want more playables. We need some, like, black land if I'm going to hit anything, right? Do I pay to hit the Yasharn down? They have a lot of damage, you know? Like, they have a lot of creatures, and that's what I'm most worried about. No, we'll be good. We'll be good. I think we'll be alright. Bastard. They always have the ECD right on time. Motherfucker. Alright. We're getting a lot of good draws here, though. Right? We're definitely going to have to discard. So they're going to take our Great Henge. Oh, no, because they just... I'm pretty sure that's lethal, right? Whoops. I should have left one of those geese untapped. Oh, well, whatever.